shows every Sunday.
And the ramblings Rob.
Here we go.
What up, everybody? This your boy B Rob, and I'm back with another edition of the Random Rambles with Rob podcast. First and foremost, I'd like to thank you, the listener, for coming back each and every week, or however you listen to podcasts. If you're a first-time listener, I'd like to thank you oh so much for giving my show a try. And if anybody recommended you to me, I would like for you to give that person a crisp high five. But if you're not in that person's general vicinity, why don't you go ahead and pick up your favorite social media app of choice and send that person a well-crafted DM telling them thank you for recommending you to me. Speaking of social media, you can find the Random Rambles with Rob on various social media platforms to include Twitter at 3R Show, Instagram at The 3R Show. And if you want to see as well as hear interviews that I've done, you can go to YouTube and search for 3R Show. For anything that I may have forgotten to mention, you can go to randomrob.com, randomrob.com, to where you can find many different ways to help support the show, as well as the sponsor, Hooks, Rubs, and Spices. Hooks, Rubs, and Spices. You go to hooksrub.com and you can get 15% off your order by using promo code RANDOM. Also, if you like professional wrestling, I'm a part of RBR Weekly Wrestling Talk. Listen to us and see us sometimes live on twitch.tv/RBR Wrestling. And if you enjoy what you hear on twitch.tv/RBR Wrestling, maybe you might be enticed to give a little more. We have a Patreon. Go to patreon.com/RBR Wrestling. For $6 a month, you can get all kinds of bonus material. All kinds of bonus material of years and years and hours of content, all there on patreon.com. Anyway, so spooky season has officially begun. It is October 1st, and forgive me if my attention is divided because Wrestle Dream is on right now. Currently, Swerve Strickland and Hangman Adam Page are doing things right now. Swerve should win, but I have a feeling that Hangman is going to pull one out of his ass. But I digress, as Taz would say. Yeah, I'm just excited for the spooky season to be here. Is the first of the month. We are going to watch one movie a day for all the next 31 days. Today we have completed our first film, which was a return from last year, Arachnophobia. So the way we go about the movie watching things for the spooky month, I'm sorry, like I said, I'm distracted watching Prince Nana save Swerve from losing. But yeah, so the way we go about things as far as movies and whatnot, there's obviously going to be a couple of things that we want to go see in the theater. Matter of fact, we just saw X or 10, however you want to call it, just like how they did, I'm about to say Final Fantasy, Fast and the Furious X or 10, however you want to say it. But we went to the movies and we saw that. And then last night we saw It Lives Inside, which was, I think it's an indie film. I've seen no commercial stuff for it or whatever. I just so happened to see a listing for it whenever I went to the Regal app and checked out the listings for movies and films that were playing in the theater, because I was looking for The Outlaw Johnny Black, which had a limited run, and it didn't play in Regal. It played in AMC theaters and everything like that. And about time I was privy to this information, it had already gone. I believe it's on demand for streaming services and whatnot, but I'm probably just going to wait until it hits home release for Blu-ray. Because, you know, I got to support that man monetarily. I don't know how the streaming shit works nowadays, but it be what it be. But anyway, so we saw X in the theater. We saw It Lives Inside in the theater. And that was kind of pre-spooky month because we saw those before the first and everything. So it was kind of like an appetizer and everything, getting us ready for the spooky season. But I don't know. Well, with It Lives Within, or It Lives Inside, I would say that it crossed over into spooky territory because we went to the latest show, possible. We went to like a 10:30 show just because last night, and we didn't get out till after midnight. So it was officially a spooky season viewing. How about that? So yeah, that was officially the first film that we saw for spooky season. It was pretty good, but I'm not trying to give too much away because I know me and Noah are going to talk about all our spooky viewings for the month of October. But what I'll say is something lives inside. And when that something is revealed, the movie changes. You know, the overall arcing tone of the film does not change, but whenever you put eyes on the thing that is inside, you'll be like, something. You'll have, I don't know. I felt a certain way about it. And like I said, I don't want to divulge too much because I know me and Noah are going to hit this up on the spooky talk and everything. And then Saw X10 or whatever the fuck you want to call it. Yeah. It has become a Halloween staple, more or less. Every time those films came out, it was during Halloween season. It's during spooky season and whatnot. So it's just like, you got to Saw 10. I don't know. It was just, they made a film just to make a film. Obviously, it was another prequel. And this is a thing about making these Saw films now, you know, because they went the prequel route because it was the only option they really had. I mean, they could go forward. I mean, you see with the spinoff of Spiral, a Saw story with Chris Rock and freaking what's his name? Samuel L. Jackson. How could I forget that motherfucker? But with this Saw film, they did a prequel to where he already had his apprentices and everything, and they was already doing the work, but it served as a message, a purpose, I think, to where like the medical system sucks and telemarketers and scammers suck. So that was kind of like the theme of this film, because every Saw film, because this is the 10th one, every Saw film after the first one, all the flashbacks were their own prequels within the franchise. You know, they always showed a flashback to a origin of some sort and everything. So you've got that over 9 films, or 8 films rather. So it's just like, why are we still making prequels for this franchise? I mean, it was still enjoyable. It was still the Saw things, Saw doing the Saw stuff, but it wasn't really needed. And got a whole bunch of other things on the spooky list in preparation for the rest of the month. We got a lot of things. We got Hereditary, young child's pick. That was she'd never seen it before. I've seen it way back when, and I'm just interested in how she's going to take this into her brain. So we got Malignant. We got some form or iteration of some of the Halloween movies. Mrs. B. Rob just put the whole freaking box set up there. She didn't pull out the individual films. So it's more than likely H2O, because I think that's her favorite. What else? We got Sinister 1 and 2. And just a couple other things. That's all the ones that I remember off the top of my head. But yes, once again, spooky season is underway. I'm lock and loaded. I'm excited. I'm probably also going to be doing some local indie events here in the next couple of weeks. The Texas Contender Series at the Houston Premier Arena on the 5th. And I believe is on the 8th, which is a Sunday, the 5th anniversary show of New Texas Pro Wrestling. So if you're there, check your boy out. Come holler at your boy. I'll be there with the dressed to the nines, or not really. I'm just have a t-shirt and some jeans on. Also, I might be going to the AEW show that's coming here on the 18th. So if you're going to that, come holla at your boy. Check me out. But anyway, that's all I really got. Spooky month is upon you. Be safe. Enjoy all the candies, all the freaking Halloweenery, all the scary in moderation. And have fun. Be safe. All right. That's it. And I'll see you next time.